Good morning. Gonna play Genshin, do dailies, and shit. What have I been doing with my life?
向着星辰。
I'm pretty happy that now I have everybody on the same timeline for expeditions, which is 15 hours. Not that I check back every 15 hours, more like every 24 hours, because, yeah. Don't know if I'm really into checking back on expedition, because they really don't seem to give much. Gonna make our condensed resin. And the first thing we're going to do is, what am I doing with my life? That's the question. My parents always joke that they spend an enormous fortune to get me over to the United States, so, you know, I can be successful and stuff. And the joke is that all I wanted to do is become a farmer. And raise ducks. But, hey. If there was anything that I didn't want to be, it was a recruiter. It's really unlikely that a corpsman ever becomes a recruiter, though. That's just not something that's in the corpsman pipeline. Because even they don't want to promote any of us, they never seem to have enough of us. So they keep us at the hospitals and stuff. It's actually funny as fuck because when I first got into the reserves, when I came out of active, and the first thing that that happened when I showed up at the unit, well, not even at the unit, it was the reserve center, and I came across the colonel, and he was like, "Hey man, you're a corpsman." Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, I am." It's like, "Are you FMF qualified, or are you?" Which the answer is no. I never got my pin. But he asked me if I ever been to FNTB, and I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Come to my unit." But apparently, yeah, they never have enough. We never have enough corpsmen. At least not the FNTB, the green side variant. He's like, "Nah, yeah, don't be blue side, please, come to the green side." To be fair, I don't know how. I never stayed very long on the green side in the active side, but on reserve side, green side is absolutely better than blue side. Oh yeah. I used to make this one joke that, you know, I wanted to get you know, how K-pop stars and stuff have their little fan club and they have fangirls and stuff like that. And they be, you know, they got cute girls cheering them on for everything they do. Well, the funny thing is that I eventually got my own fan club in the hospital, but these are like 70, 80-year-old like cancer patients, and they like me because I can get their veins in one try rather than trying to stick them like 5 different times like the people at the wards do. There's this one particular patient that comes to our clinic that we have a pretty decent relationship with that brings us donuts. That's why you always see the fucking donuts on my Twitter feed. It's because that patient came by and had to do like cancer treatment and stuff, and she was like, yeah, you know, can you start my IV? Now I don't start her IV. That's my, you know, my mentor's actually better than I am, but you know, I definitely eat the donuts. But yeah, people are always like, why the fuck do you have like so many donuts where you are? I was like, well, I have friends in high places. I know, right? That's the thing. At least I do have a fan club, I guess. I got people asking me. These ladies are always interested in my love life too. Like, they're always wondering if I'm hitting up with any girls around my age and stuff like that. Like, it's actually pretty funny. It's like, hey, are you thinking about getting married anytime soon? But hey, at least I get free donuts out of this. That's at least we got free donuts. Sometimes we get stuff other than donuts, like the little tiny hot dogs. I like those. Let's see. Oh, okay. She needs dyes, and she needs an item. Yes, you can have one of my billion berries. Have fun with that. Look, the worst thing about Corpsman is the promotion rates. It's the cutting scores. The best thing about being a Corpsman is the quality of life. So if you don't think you're gonna make 20, you're not gonna do 20. Corpsman is actually one of the best things to go for. That's what I realized. Like, me and my friend that left high school together and we joined the Navy together. He was a U.S. citizen. We're both Chinese. Like, we were both Chinese people. But he was a American citizen. He was born there. I wasn't. I was an immigrant, and at that time, I only had my green card. He got into the nuclear engineers program. By the way, we scored the same on the ASVAB, so we both got 98. So, you know, we both qualified, but obviously, you know, they aren't gonna teach a Chinese national, no matter how green card he is, you know, about nuclear engineering and all that. So he went onto the ship. He got tons and tons of money, paid bonus and stuff, and he became a nuclear engineer. I became a corpsman. Now, he got promoted higher, faster than me. He got a lot of bonuses. Like, he got 10 grand just for signing up. All that jam. But he had to stand 24-hour engineering watches all the time. I got home to go to bed. Even while I was out in the field, the Marines are like, yo, don't worry about Firewatch, dog. We got you. Like, outside of FNTB, I have never had to stand Firewatch. Like, the Marines always got some private or lance corporal to do my shit for me. And also, I didn't have to sleep in the sleeping systems. Well, I did, but we slept in the Humvee or the medical trailer if we had one. And you know, sometimes it'd be raining at night. Actually, fuck. It seems that every time we're out in the field, it's fucking raining.
谨遵你我契约。
And it's funny as fuck because this was FNTB, so I didn't have a Humvee or anything like that, and everybody was a corpsman, so we did have to stand fire watch. Anyways, the point of that story is we went to, so it started raining, right? And our sergeant was like, "If it ain't raining, you ain't training," or some shit. And it was like, "Nobody's getting fucking tents. Sleep in the fucking rain." Okay, so we were sleeping in the fucking rain, and we were just about to fall asleep or something, and the captain rolled up by and was like, "Why do these men not have tents? Tell them to get fucking tents out of the comics box." I'm like, bruh, we're already fucking asleep. We're already wet. What's tents going to do now? But you know, officer's orders. Everybody line up, go to the contact box, and start taking out fucking tents. 2 men to a tent. I mean, fuck, we were already soaked. And you know what's happening while we're taking shit out of the Connex box? We were still getting drenched in the rain, because obviously we didn't have fucking umbrellas or anything. So by the time we got the tent set up, which took another hour and a half, we were wet. And we were trying to fall asleep again, but obviously we were wet already. We had to try to fall asleep. Now the bivouac site was a little bit of a ravine. It was in the middle of 2 cliffs, and there's always winds gusting through that area. We're like, fuck, it's so fucking cold. This is fucking California. Granted, it was October, but still, damn, this is fucking cold as shit. The only time that I thought I might freeze to death. Okay, the other time was the greatest Texas freeze of 2021, but I can't blame that on anyone. The memories. Osmanthus wine tastes the same, but where are those who share the memories? Makes me realize I tell just the most fucking random of stories. It's just whatever the fuck that comes to mind. Oh yeah, that was absolutely a fun freeze. People in Texas don't know that they should shovel. They're supposed to shovel their driveways and their sidewalks. But yeah, whatever. I ended up going to the hospital and using water, showering there, using Wi-Fi. Saw my boss there with his family, taking his wife and kids to, you know, shower and shit. This winter has been pretty cold. I mean, we have some below freezing temperatures, but definitely nothing the same as the greatest Texas freeze of 2021. That was definitely a lot more different. By the way, I saw that gasoline bill. That hurts my wallet just to physically look at. Oh, I froze too. You know, I was genuinely surprised that none of my chickens died during that freeze. I had to melt snow to get water for them to drink. I was like, fuck, this sucks. Oh, hey, Abyss reset. I hate doing the Abyss though. Man, I really wish the wolf had a teleport point. That's why I don't do it most of the time. Like, I think to myself, do you know how much Genshin characters and Primo gems I can buy with that money you just spend on gas? Obviously, I have poor metrics. I mean, I throw out more money every day, way more than I can think, try to rationalize and imagine. But that's the government's money. That's the army's money. That ain't my money. I really don't give a shit. A patient doesn't forgets to not eat, or they just don't show up to their cancer appointment. Oh yeah, that's $6,400 down the drain, and I would toss it in the trash and without blinking a goddamn eye. One of the new cancer treatments for neuroendocrine tumors, $64,000 per treatment, and it's 8 treatments too. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of money. Oh, elemental burst. But I don't beat myself up over other people not showing up for their appointments. I'm like, oh, you don't want to show up to your appointment? Fine with me. Oh, you don't want to get a scan? Oh, patient has refused.
天晴也并不能掩盖雷霆的微光，不下雨也可以降下神雷。看到那棵树了吗？你说你懂了，叫我停手。好吧。
Idle animation. Are you idling yet, Raiden? Are you idling? Okay, there we go. You know, that's the thing though about cancer patients. They're generally really good about showing up to their appointments. So at least there's that. Cardiac patients, not so much. That's the difference. I switch off between cancer and heart problems. So that's the biggest difference I've seen. Cardiac patients generally are much worse at showing up to their appointments than cancer patients. But even for cancer patients, like, some of them just can't tolerate, you know, being in a tube. So Is alright. Are we going into that too? Yes.
看到那棵树了吗？你说你懂了，叫我听说。
And some of them are like, yeah, I can't do it. And I'm like, well, okay. Like I said, I never push them to do anything. I might make them a recommendation. Yo, next time you just hit up your doc for some fucking Valium or some shit, you know. Sleep through it. Cause these PET scans, you know, kind of important for your treatment. But like I said, patients always have the right to refuse. And it's my personal morality to never take that away from them. Doctors are always like, yo, can you just convince them to do it? I'm like, that's your job. I ain't convincing them to do shit. If they say no, it is no. I am a big softie. Yeah, but, you know, this is opposed to when it's when it was back in the field and people they were like, no, doc, I don't need a silver bullet. That's protocol, man. Standard operating procedure. Everybody that's a heat injury gets the silver bullet. Now bend over. Abyss. I use the same fucking team for Abyss every single time. Actually, I wanna wait for Ayato to do that. I wanna get Ayato up to speed so I can use them in Abyss. He has the gladiator set. Which, to be fair, is not bad, okay? To be fair, it's actually pretty fucking good. Let me farm my Nobushis for today. I will not comment on that. I will neither conform nor deny that. Hey, everybody likes a little bit of power trip here now and then. And that's mine. Fucking bend over.
该走攻击了，讲不通就打扁了。
此刻，寂灭之时。
天理长驱，固若金汤。
开锅了，开锅了！
安如磐石。
锅巴，喷火。
I think being in the military has always just been all about just choosing your battles very carefully.
爬起来，爬起来！哦，
此乃天道，固若金。
道光，意识永恒。
天动万象。
我来保护大家。
Like I said, I was trained as a combat medic, but I spent most of my my time as a pogue. Which was kind of what I aimed for. I mean, well, even when I was young, it has been my objective to become a civil servant, a government employee, and I have achieved that dream. But yeah, my parents were always. My parents never told me to become a lawyer or a doctor or something like that. They always wanted me to become a government employee because, shit, you don't get paid much, but fuck. You get to just fuck. They realized very early on that I was not the most motivated person in the world. So they were like, yeah, just aim to become a government employee because you're like the embodiment of mediocrity. And while you don't make a lot of money, you definitely make enough to enjoy life. And it's an easy life too. I mean, I look towards basically what my peers are doing on the outside in the private practice, and I'm like, man, I'm glad I'm a government employee. I see like 4 fucking patients a day. Well, they're like a fucking assembly line trying to crank out like as many patients as they can possible. I'm like, no, I'd rather not. If I'm trying to crank through as many patients as possible, how am I going to play Genshin Impact at work? That's the big question. And the answer is that you can't. Oh, speaking of playing at work. All right, so we used to handle fucking AITs, basically trainees, right? Trainees get fucking stress fractures and all kinds of physical injuries during the crucible and whatever not. And so, you know, we work with MCRD. When the Marine I can't call them Marine. When the recruits come up for their crucible and their range time, they also come up to the hospital because we have the facilities over here to do bone scans to see, you know, if their bones are, you know, literally fucking falling apart because of all the training they had to do. And, you know, I see like 2 of these trainees every single day, trying to get them in for these scans. Anyways, one of the things that you do when you get the scan done is you have them use the restroom so you get a better scan because it separates out the bladder from the surrounding bones, so you know it looks like a cleaner picture, and the radiologists don't get on your ass about it. So, you know, we just like, yeah, go to the restroom. So I don't know what I said to the kid because I was probably trying to get back into fucking Genshin Impact, and I'm pretty sure I said something along the lines of just go to the restroom, and then I went back to the game. And I burned my resin. Like, it's been a good, like, 10-15 minutes. And I'm like, where the fuck is this guy? He's still not out yet. Is he, like, taking a number 2 or something? I look over and the bathroom door is open. I'm like, fuck, did he run away? What happened to the fucking recruit? So I went into the bathroom to, you know, check things out to see what's happening, and I saw this recruit just fucking like standing at attention, not doing anything, and facing the fucking wall. Like he's like facing into the fucking corner. I'm like, recruit, what the fuck are you doing? Did you use the restroom? And he was like, "Sir, you told this recruit to go to the restroom, sir." I'm like, bruh, am I seriously having this conversation right now?
天动万象，
No,
聚
recruit,
收并蓄，
use the restroom. And then come out. And you better wash your fucking hands, but I'm like, bruh. Probably one of the highlights of my entire career in the span of like 20 minutes. From then on, I always tell them, go to the restroom. You go to the restroom, use it, wash your hands, and then come out. I have to say, I was.
安如磐石，
It was one of the earlier days that I had to work with recruits, so
微光无射，
I forgot. Oh yeah, that's right. You have to literally spell everything out for them, because they literally.
聚收并蓄
It's，not like I don't understand them. Like, yeah, I went through basic training too, but it's also been like 3 years since I was last at basic training, so you know, I kind of forgot that they literally fucking brainwash you. I was like, oh my god. I really want to make that into like a webcomic at one point. Maybe I should just hire
伤口就不会痛。
hire an artist to like illustrate
天
shit,
动万象，
or I don't know, make learn how to draw and just draw that shit into comic myself. Become like the VTuber version of fucking Terminal Lance or something.
Huh. 安如磐石，
热乎热乎嘛！
该总攻击了。
此乃天道，
微光无射。呀！
胜一筹。
Good questions, Soldado. How's it going? Yeah, the Twitch is for the birds.
暴影看破，
I don't really advertise the birds as
大
much.
家在身边。
Frankly, I don't do much advertising at all.
天动万象，
But I'm glad you like the
聚
ducks.
收并蓄，
I think I might be having baby ducks soon. We'll see how that goes. Yesterday I did candle the duck eggs, and they are developing pretty well. They're coming along. Like they already filled out their shell. So we got like ducklings in there.
天理长驱，聚收并蓄，
We'll see how that goes. I think they might be out pretty soon, sooner than I expect. Maybe in 2 weeks.
聚收并蓄，
道光，意识永恒。暴影看破。
呀！
Still trying to think of what I wanted to do with the ducklings, because I wanted more ducks, but I didn't know if I wanted 12 more ducks, because that's the net amount of eggs that Lola's sitting on right now. It's 12 eggs, and it's not like she lets me under her. Like, I can probably sneak in whenever she's out during the day to steal the eggs, and that's how I get to candle them. But at this point, they're too far along, and I'm just gonna let them hatch. Maybe I'll rehome them and be like, I have a pretty good relation with the person that I bought the duck from, so I'll be like, yeah, do you want to take some of these ducks back? I'll probably give them a text or something. There was this one coworker that always tells me to give her ducks. I'm probably gonna give her a couple. I think that'll work for me. I'm not giving her any of my old guards, like the current generation. No, fuck no. They're good layers. They're good ducks. They have a pretty decent relationship with me. Nah, the old guard is staying. But the new generation, probably I'll give her a couple.
热乎热乎嘛。好。
固若金。
该走攻击了。
天理长驱。
It's a lot of fucking ducks, I tell you. Ducks propagate so fast. Because they don't have the problem of chickens, well, their mortality rate is a lot lower. Let's just say that. Like chicks, you just expect a couple of them not to make it, but ducklings, generally, they're pretty good. Also, I have a pretty laissez-faire, hands-off policy with my ducks. I let the mothers rear, and if they end up being terrible mothers, I don't intervene. Now, Muscovy ducks, which is why I only let the Muscovy ducks hatch the eggs, because Muscovy ducks are actually decent moms. And it's also why I keep them around, because they will adopt other ducks' ducklings if the other ducks end up being terrible mothers, which some of them are. I know some of them are because I picked them to be terrible mothers, because breeds that are terrible mothers usually lay more eggs. So I have a balance between good moms and bad moms, and good moms will adopt the ones of the bad moms, and the bad moms lay a shit ton of eggs. Like, Muscovy ducks do not produce that many eggs. They're actually really much on the lower end. I just like them because they eat everything and anything, and supposedly you do not need to feed them as much because they get most of their diet from the yard. I know, right? People always used to tell me that Muscovy ducks are bad for a bad financial investment. I'm not doing this for financial investment, but because they eat a lot of feed because they're a very large duck. Actually, they are the largest species of duck in the world. And they don't lay that many eggs. But then I came to realize, yes, this is true. they eat a lot of feed, but they don't usually go for feed if they have grass or bugs to chase after. So I let the Muscovy ducks just kind of fuck off all day, and they don't eat a lot of feed. So I actually ended up liking them more than my regular ducks, and my regular ducks quack, which can be pretty noisy. Muscovy ducks don't quack, and that makes them awesome. Now, quacking is a really nice sound, and I do like it at times. Only at times, though. But most of the time, you know, I also don't want the neighbors to get upset. I like fostering a good relationship with my neighbors, not one just like, well, actually, according to the rules, you know, one of compromise and mutual understanding. That is not to say I don't give them a basket of duck eggs now and then to just bribe the fuck out of them. It's like, yo, you better not fucking tell anyone. Hello, what server do I play on? I play on the American server. Unless you're talking about Final Fantasy XIV, then I also play on the American server. I play on Aether Sargatanas. And right now we're looking for the Sakura petals that are so hard to find. Been robbed blind. Maybe I should go rob a friend. But yeah, now the ducks obviously they poop. They poop a lot, and they usually like to poop in the water, which is kind of nice. Makes the clean up a lot easier. Now I watered my garden with this sewage, and I'll snap a photo of it later and probably post it to Twitter or something. But yo, I got some fucking huge radishes, man. I'm like, what the fuck are these monsters? I was like, do radishes get this big? Aw, sadness. I was hoping that if you played on US, I could come and relieve you of your Sakura petals. But yeah. I soon realized after becoming an adult, the best way to get around life is to bribe people. Like, I used to be like, oh yeah, morality and stuff, and you know, it's like, no, fuck that. Morality doesn't really usually get shit done. What gets shit done is a box of chocolates or a box of donuts every once in a while. Or, you know, maybe a box, maybe a basket of duck eggs. Some pineapples from the yard. Pineapple. How much? Holy fuck, you need 55 of these goddamn things? Whatever. I got time.
天动万象，固若金汤。
热乎热乎嘛！
无处遁逃。
Dun, 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 dun. Look for more Sakura petals and more swordsmen to kill.
我来保护大家。
天理长驱， 固若金汤。
微光无射。
还是
开锅了，开锅了！
Later on, I should just go back to the chasm, because I forget.
聚收并蓄。
That was a thing. I actually need to do stuff in the chasm, but I want to use Ayato.
聚收并蓄。
冒险，冒险！皓影看破。
安如磐石。
You know, I probably could get away with using Ayato in Abyss. He is level 80, and he has like full, whatchamacallit, full artifacts. Couldn't be the worst thing in the world. By far not. He doesn't have like crowned anything though.
天动万象，固若金。
该总攻击了，收起来吧。
嘿哈！
微光无射。
终于
Sakura petals! Are there more Sakura petals? Oh, there's more swordsmen. Hand over your handguard.
长驱。
哦，锅巴，喷火！
此刻，寂灭之时。
Where do be le Sakura petals? I'll take my crystal core, thank you very much. Bum, 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 dun, da, da, da. I don't think under the tree respawn because I just took those yesterday. And if I remember correctly, respawn for world resources 48 hours. I thought it was 24 hours, but that's mobs. Resource respawn is 48 hours. Which slows down things quite a bit. But yeah, I am determined at this point that I will collect the Ayasato siblings. So I'm definitely getting Ayaka next. I am getting Ayaka. I'm triple crowning both siblings. I already made that decision. Yeah. I'm doing it. I don't see any more Sakura set petals. Oh, well. Let me see. Who is online today? Look, yeah, I do agree with that. I mean, shit. If you had a job where it is you just sat around all day at a computer desk, watching the machine do your job, you'd want something like this too. In fact, it is actually the reason why I started playing Genshin in the first place. It was because I'm like, fuck, I am so fucking bored at work. Because once you give the patient the injection and you put them onto the scanner, it's like, all right, time to put my thumb up my ass for like the next 30 minutes. You know what I could do? I could probably do my dailies. I could fucking probably burn some resin, I could probably go find some fucking sakura blooms. But then I realized, oh, God, Genshin plays so like absolute shit on the phone. Can we get like a Switch port, please? Can we please get a Switch port for Genshin? I will just bring my Switch to work every single day. I'm gonna go with my usual team. Except this time... Fuck, do I want Diona? Honestly, I kind of want a Kujo Sara, but that requires me to actually build her. No. I'm good. Normal damage is dealt to opponents. Bonus damage will be dealt based on Yunjin's current defense. I could build her. I have a... I'm still gonna use the national. Yep. No, I bought my Switch for the sole fact that I wanted to play Xenoblade 2, and after I beat it, like I didn't even like 100% it. I just wanted to beat it, and which was cool. I did beat it, and it's been sitting and gathering dust ever since. Cause I don't really play Pokemon games. I used to be big into Pokemon, and then while I was at the barracks, somebody fucking stole my 3DS, and I lost a lot of my progress. Like, I transferred Pokemon from like red and blue and like leaf and green and shit. So I never quite got over that. So I just don't play Pokemon anymore. Also because I just don't feel like investing time into it. So my Switch has just been like fucking gathering dust, which is like whatever. I don't know. I still enjoy the game, but I don't feel the same for it anymore. Holding grudge for years. Not completely false.
微光无射，该总攻击了。
There was the one time that
锅巴，喷火，
no, I just remember that one time I was like, yeah, HM Sin. Why does that name sound familiar?
收起来吧。
Chief, you failed me in a room inspection 5 years ago.
寂灭之时。
It's okay. It's not like I used an extra large gauge of needle on him. And even if I did, that would have been funny as fuck if
如
I
琉
did.
璃般飘落，闲人勿扰。
神里流，水用，天理长驱，固若金汤。
So I have a Roomba.
苍流
I don't know why people kept on. Well, I don't like. I don't know what they were trying to fail me at in my room inspection. Maybe it was something I wasn't seeing, but sure, whatever. But I bought a Roomba, and they never failed me again. I still have that Roomba, by the way. After 8 years, I think it's time for me to upgrade that Roomba because that Roomba is like the first version of the Roomba, and it's got issues.
此乃天道。安息吧。
Speaking of Pokemon, when I was in Pokemon Go was a really big thing. Like that just came out, and a bunch of people were really like into it.
有大家在身边，彩雨流红，彩雨。
And it's I don't know if it's sad or it's funny, but
意识永恒。
so I was a part of the auxiliary security force. You know, we didn't have that many MAs on the base and stuff. So we pulled people from all over, including the clinics, to just pull extra watch, just security duties. Now we went to basically like a short MA course and stuff like that. And on that day, well, I was on duty and we got a briefing, and they were talking about, oh yeah, something about people trying to like photograph the base from the outside, and like potential terrorist activities, etc., etc., etc. I don't know. I was just feeling extra motivated that day, and we were on patrol in our little cop car.
神里流，水用。
And we caught it was at night, right? It was at night, and I caught a glimpse of someone that was trying to flip over the fucking fence.
风雪的缩影。
I was like, yo, pull over! Somebody's trying to go through the fucking fence. I don't know if I was just extra motivated that day. I probably was. And so we ran up to him with flashlights. Because of the bolo and stuff, I was feeling extra motivated that day. I literally, like, the safety on the M9 came off, right? I wasn't supposed to do that, and it ended up being some fucking guy that was trying to get onto base to catch a fucking Pokemon in Pokemon Go. I was like, oh, that was close. I almost went to fucking court-martial. Like it was just some kid. I was like, oh, God, that could have went badly. But yeah, fun times. You know, normally I would just like demotivated as fuck. I'm like, yo, just give me like just driving down the street. I'm barely being barely paying attention to what the fuck is going on. Like, yo, I could be in bed. I could be fucking playing Genshin Impact right now. But they have me fucking patrolling. Well, it's not even my fucking job. I'm a fucking hospital corpsman. Why am I playing fucking cops? But, you know, that day I was just for some reason I was just fucking motivated as fuck. I was like, oh yes, people be fucking like photographing our base and some shit. People be telling me about like fucking Taliban operatives. And I was like, oh yeah, you know, it's like go time. And all I caught was some guy trying to fucking catch a Rattata or some shit. I don't know. This is why you properly VID.
此乃天道，安如磐石。
这项工作该划掉了。双寒化生，
安息吧。
固若金汤。
提奥娜字条，找到你了。
苍流水影。
天动万象。
Hey, you just have to make sure that I'm not motivated on that particular day. And sufficiently distracted by by Genshin Impact. Let's see, what else?
羽线难画，无处遁逃。该总攻击了！彩雨流红，
见识下师傅的枪法。
暴影看破，道光，意识永恒。
We still make that fucking joke because we did there was this one case that
有大家在身边，伤口就不断。
that in training for MA for auxiliary security force, there was this one time that I did like just glass a civilian like.
支持城警。
Simulated, of course, in airsoft. But we were doing a active, like an active shooter exercise, and there were a mix of civilian and obviously active shooter, and we were doing that. And we didn't clear the room properly. That's our fault, a fucking fault. And I got jumped by somebody came out right behind me. I did not even VID. I just fucking unloaded on him. 15 fucking rounds. And I was I kept on clicking the trigger after the gun went dry. And during the debrief, the chief's like, by the way, I shot the fucking chief. He was playing the civilian. He was playing the fucking civvy. He was like, "What the fuck happened, Sen?" Do you not VID your targets anymore? I was like, bruh, somebody just ambushed me and came towards me. I was fearing for my life. And he's like, no, that will not fucking fly. You gotta be fucking shitting me, Sen.
收起来吧，鱼线难画。
But yeah, that was
好，出发。
that was the whole fun part.
我来保护大家。
Look, it was my teammate's fault. He didn't clear the room corner to corner, and I got jumped. Honestly, people told me that the chief was like, yeah, he jumped me, but he was like telling me like he's a civilian and he wasn't the active shooter and stuff. I just didn't hear it. I just fucking blasted it. Oh.
收起来吧。
热乎热乎嘛。
又没躲开。
They were like, yeah, Sen, don't try to defend yourself. Yeah, that's that was all you.
天理长驱，
反省吧，主管。
But yeah, it was great.
安息吧，建议。
Like I thought I really hate auxiliary support, security force, but I actually really enjoyed it. I honestly actually did have fun, just fucking playing fake cops.
攻守兼备。
天动万象。
Cause you know, it'll be they'll give you some random bullshit reason for training, and they'll let you out of the clinic. Not saying that clinic time is particularly hard on me, because it's not. But at the same time, it's also kind of nice to be out of the clinic once in a while, to go to the range and shoot guns or some shit, because as the security force, you're allowed to do that. And also, it's kind of cool to be on shift and just drive your fucking way down to the beach. Because this was Camp Pendleton. We had the beach line, and then we got the beach house that sells fish tacos and shit. Rolling down there for patrol, getting a fish taco. Shit was fucking nice.
冒险冒险。 该总攻击了，直施成景，
讲不通就打扁了。
道光，意识永恒。
Oh man, I love Raiden. I'm so glad I did roll for her, even though the review in the beginning was pretty lackluster.
此刻，寂灭之时。 彩雨流红，
见识下师傅的枪法，再泼吧。
微光无射。有大家在身边，无处遁逃。道光，意识永恒。
Man, I would love a grenade launcher. When can I actually get those? Honestly, I
开锅了，开锅了！嗨，
微光无射。
you know, I always thought it would be cool to carry around those heavy, like, awesome weapons. But then, after doing the field, like going to the field a couple times, not even doing anything, I was like, yo, just do we have more M9s? Can I just get an M9?
反省吧，主管。
建议
I think that would be pretty cool. Just give me an M9. Whenever the officers are done picking up their M9s, I'm like, yo, you got any more of those M9s? Can I get those M9s instead of M4? Because God knows, you know, you're not gonna be using that weapon. It's just clunky. It's just a paperweight.
攻守兼备。
苍流水影，
And a liability, because
参飞的下场。
I mean, they be telling me, yeah, you gotta do medic stuff, and
剑影，
they be trying to take your rifle away from you if you leave it unattended for like a split second. So you're supposed to like not kneel on your rifle, but you're supposed to like place it on your calves and like sit on it or something. And that's just uncomfortable as fuck. And it's not like you can sling it either, because it's just hard as fuck to work.
不足为惧，此乃天道。
Like doing medical work and stuff with like the rifle fucking dangling in front of your face.
反省吧，主鬼。
神里流，水右。
So I was like, yeah, no, you know what, just
闲人勿扰。
those M9s. Let me get one of those, and we'll be good.
天理长驱，安如磐石。
剑影，
In fact, I got so annoyed at the M4. I was like, man, I should just go full. Well, it's a Hacksaw Ridge. Was that the movie? The Corpsman, because he was like a conscientious objector, he wanted to run up. He wanted to, you know, serve without like carrying a weapon or something.
古华生命，
该总攻击了，
讲不通就打扁了。
无念
But yeah,
断绝，
I was like, I will be that guy, but I'm just not because
无处遁逃。
not because I'm a conscientious objector. It's just I'm too fucking lazy to carry a rifle. That shit is heavy.
冒险冒
In
险，
fact, that shit gets heavy.
支持成景。此刻，寂灭之时，皓影看破。该总攻击了，
见识下师傅的枪法。
羽线难画，无处遁逃。嘿，嘿，呀，道光，意识永恒。
This is gonna take forever.
财，财与
Okay,
流
maybe
红
not.，
有大家在身边。呵，
热乎热乎嘛。
微光无射。哦，
聚收并蓄，
目标确认。
I was,
此乃天道。
bruh.
双寒化生，
I will give you all the donuts if you carry my
秋
rifle.
水3尺，
这项工作该划掉了。
Like,
闲人勿
I
扰。
always find it funny that they always give the smallest guy the fucking 240. Like the guy that carries our 240 in our battalion. Like all the people are like near 5 foot.
下场。
I'm like,
神里流，
is this kind of is this
为了人亡
hazing?
帝君，
天理长驱，聚收并蓄。
咻咻。
Watch them fucking yeah. It's like, Jesus Christ, you're like barely 5 feet tall. That gun is fucking taller than you.
锅巴喷火，
无处遁逃。哦，该总攻击了。断，
嘿哈！
无念，断绝。呀，嘿，
What else was kind of bullshit? Yeah. Well, the good thing is that I never had to carry anything too absurd, other than the fact that, you know, there's the medical kit and the M4. But like, I see people carrying like fucking spare barrels of 50 cals. I'm like, bro. I'm like, I'm glad I'm not him. Because fuck that. Oh, the short can fight. Like when we do fucking McMap, they always match me up with a fucking short guy, and I'm just like, oh. This is not gonna be pretty. This is gonna suck. "
固若金汤，此乃天道。
抓到你了！反省吧，风雪的缩影。
安息吧。
Oh yeah, Ayatol's actually pretty good. I like him. I like him.
长驱，
I'm actually seeing my
闲人勿扰。
whatchamacallit peek out a lot. Like my mic is down too okay? Am I a little too loud?
天动万象，
Let me know. It's actually red zoning quite a lot.
我可不好欺负。霜寒化生，
So I just want to make sure.
水右。
这项工作该划掉了。
抓住你了！镜中花，
此乃天道。
苍流水影，
闲人勿扰。
抓住你了！这是寒冬。
Hells yeah. That's good. That's okay. I don't have high expectations either. Where is my fucking characters? I wish you could just favorite best characters. Oh hell yeah, energy recharge. We take those.
我来保护大家。知识成景，才
讲不通就打扁了。
此刻寂灭之时。无处遁逃，该总攻击了。古华生密，
开锅了，开锅！
道光，意识永恒。
见识下师傅的枪法。
有大家在身边。
Oh yeah, I like
知
this.
识成景，无念。
I love this combo, this party.
肃清阻碍。
This team is. Oh no! I said I love it, but oh god.
冒险，冒险！这次是票大，我来保护大家。古华生密，
嘿哈！开锅了，开锅了！
此刻寂灭之时。
All right, Monty. Have a good night. Get some good rest, and I'll try to stay demotivated. God knows that motivation's fucking terrible for me. Never generally ends up good. Not a good thing.
无念，断绝，嘿，无处遁逃。
Yep. Bro, this game is easy. Just don't get hit.
该行动了。
锅巴，喷火！
道光， 是永恒。微光无射。我来保护大家。
古华生密，羽线难化。
讲不通就打扁了，开锅了，开锅！
无处遁逃。
Oh shit!
是赢了。
Wow. Oh wait, I wanted to try again. You get killed so fast.
好，出发！有大家在身边，伤口就不会痛。
彩雨流红，
见识下师傅的枪法，热乎热乎嘛！
此刻，寂灭之时。该总攻击了。皓影看破。
知师成景。
讲不通就打扁了。
我来保护大家。无处遁逃，无念断绝。
古华生密，
有大家在身边。
锅巴，喷火！
此刻，寂灭之时。
见识下师傅的枪法，开锅了，开锅！
烧起来吧！好，该总攻击了。
彩，羽线难化，知师成景。
道光，意识永恒。烧起来吧！有大家在身边，微光无射。
讲不通就打扁了，热乎热乎嘛！
无念断绝。
God, you don't take damage.
我来保护大家。
古华生密，
开锅了，开锅了！哼，
无处遁逃。
见识下师傅的枪法。
道光，意识永恒。
There we go.
该总攻击了。
知师成景断。
热乎热乎嘛！
无念断绝。冒险冒险。我来保护大家。
彩雨流红，
讲不通就打扁了。
道光，意识永恒。
Oh.
天理长驱，拒收并蓄。
反省吧，酒鬼！为了阎王帝君，霜寒化生。
秋水3尺。
此乃天道，安如磐。
风雪的缩影。
And only 2 stars. Fuck it.
Oh. 开锅！
皓影看破。烧起来吧！该总攻击了。
羽线难化，古华生密。
微光无射，无念断绝。
身边，断！
皓影看破，
收起来吧。
该行动。
我来保护大家。知识成景，
跑起来，跑起来！讲不通就打扁了。
刺客，寂灭之时，嘿。
God, these things are so beefy.
有大家在身边，羽线难化，
热乎热乎嘛！
无处遁逃。
冒险猫，我来保护大家。古华生命，
见识下师傅的枪法。
无念，断绝，微光无射。
There we go. Holy fuck!
抓到你了！
天动万象，
禁止接触。
安息吧，苍流水影。不过如此，花无百日红。
Holy shit!
光吧，喷火！
无处遁逃。嘿，呀！
该总攻击了。
彩雨流红。微光无射。刺客，寂灭之时。
有大家在身边，
踩，
嘿哈！开锅了，开锅！
无处遁逃。道光，意识永恒。
我来保护大家。
古华生命，
见识下师傅的枪法。
皓影看破，无念，断绝。
该总攻击了。
断。知识成景。刺客，寂灭。
Nice. Alright. Don't die, right?
此乃天道，拒收并行。
迪奥娜特条，我可不好欺负。
神女流，水右剑影。
拒收并行。
抓到你了！
天动万象，
为了阎王帝君，反省吧，酒鬼！
苍流水影。
此乃天道，固若金。
我可不好欺负。闲人勿扰。
天理长驱，固若金汤。
霜寒化生。
安息吧，剑影。
如琉璃般飘落，闲人勿扰。
拒收并行。
迪奥娜特条，抓到你了！
天动万象，拒收并行。 若惊。
抓到你了！我会跟上的。反省吧，酒鬼！
天理长驱，安如磐。
禁止接触。
烈焰现在，只是新生之时。
拒收并蓄。
风雪的缩影。
秋水3尺，苍流水影。
Yeah, Ayato. Hells yeah.
此乃天道。
That's a good chunk of his stuff gone.
安如磐。
抓到你了！闲人勿扰。
Eat shit. 2 stars, I'll take it. Fuck it. Last floor. Oh, fuck.
糟糕，最近绷的。
讲不通就打扁了。锅巴，喷火。
有大家在身边，伤口就不会痛。
羽线难画，彩雨流红。
开锅了，开锅了！
微光无射，道光，意识永恒。该总攻击了。
嘿哈！锅巴，喷。
此刻，寂灭之时，无处遁逃。有大家在身边，伤口就不会痛。收起来吧，
断。知师成景。
哎呀，疼！热乎热乎嘛！
雷鸣将歇。收起来吧，
羽线难画。
见识下师傅的枪法！开锅了，开锅了！
奥影看破。该总攻击了。
哼，固华生灭。
讲不通就打扁了。
道光，意识永恒。无处遁逃。我来保护大家。
断。彩雨流。
锅巴，喷火。
奥影看破。
嘿哈！
无念，断绝。有大家在身边，伤口就不会痛。
哼，羽线难画。
微光无射。
见识下师傅的枪法。
道光，意识永恒。无处遁逃。痛死了！我来保护大家。
固华生灭。
热乎热乎嘛！
奥影看破。收起来吧，有大家在身边。
才，
无处遁逃。
Oh shit, that was easier than I thought.
固若金汤。
贪杯的下场，哼，我可不好欺负。
剑影。
天动万象，
如琉璃般飘落。
神里流，水用。
The good thing about this party is that I don't really have to worry about them fucking dying as much.
秋水3尺，
天理长驱，
反省吧，酒鬼，我可不好欺负。
It's not nearly as bad.
这项工作该划掉了，闲人勿扰。 禁止接触。
此乃天道。
攻守兼备，双寒化生。为了阎王帝君。
Nice. Yes, I will take this. Yes, challenge ended, finally. Not the perfect result, but I'll take it. Ah, yes, hell yeah. Eh. Yeah. Yeah. Sure, whatever. Okay, I think I'll take a break from here. We'll be flying in DCS in about 2 hours and some change. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for dropping by. Bye-bye.